updates. I don't know what for.
Updates?
8 new levels. Brand new Spiritfarers for you to help work through their problems.
Mm-hmm.
Well, since it didn't kick me out, I guess I can just keep going.
We have 7 viewers already. Heavens.
Oh, let me reload. Also, I should mute.
Possibly.
I put the tweet out. I don't know why I'm fixated on don't pay the ferryman instead of something like don't fear the Reaper.
Nice.
Well, you know, we all got our things, man.
This game taught me what an O-ball is.
Did it now?
Mm-hmm. I had never heard the term before. It's 1/6 of a drachma.
Gesundheit.
It reminds me of this, like,
Okay,
Wikipedia. Oh, sorry.
I still don't see like a spirit at any of these areas.
Hold
So
on.
maybe at one of... There's a blueprint chest there, but no spirit.
Do you want a hint?
Not there either. I think I still have another place to look first.
Okay.
I'm waiting until GC gets here to actually send Astrid off.
Aw.
Yeah.
This game is like Undertale. You don't want to say goodbye to any of them.
Taking a very long time to run across. I need to remember I have dash now. What button is it? Do I have dash? Yes. Okay, it's that button. Okay, why aren't we moving? Did we already reach the location? No.
Are we there yet? Are we
I
dead
guess
yet?
it's just not going to show that while we're in the fog.
So, how's everyone doing tonight?
Terrible.
Terrible.
Everyone's doing bad. I speak for the collective.
Well, I speak for the trees.
Nah, I don't know. How is everyone doing tonight? I am caffeinated.
You're caffeinated. Oh no.
my
Yeah,
God.
man, had some tea, doing petty stuff, chilling out.
Penny stuff.
And I don't know.
Powder.
Here we are. About to say goodbye to Astrid.
No, Astrid. We hardly knew you, except we kind of did know you.
Bitch, fuck. Just fucking everything up.
Jonas, how could you? Oh, that's right. That's right. I was gonna get inspiration for something.
Okay, not that direction.
Yes, you did, Pine. Thank you.
Nah. Oh, yes, yes, I did deliver that message.
Passing bus stop. What a bus stop is doing down here, I don't know.
It's one of those mysteries of the afterlife. You know, you just kind of roll with it. Sometimes it makes sense. Sometimes you just have to give death a wedgie.
Give death a wedgie. A deadgie.
A wedgie, yeah. Or not a wedgie, a Melvin.
A Melvin. A
That was
Delvin.
way too hot. Okay.
Yes, that was a Bill and Ted reference.
Alright, I was gonna look into some stuff.
No, you weren't.
Okay, you're right, that didn't.
There will be no stuff looking tonight.
No stuff? But without stuff, what am I gonna do for stuff? Yeah, think about that, will you?
You can do things instead.
I don't know about that.
How do we run into the edge when we're not even at the edge?
I'm on the edge of my seat. Yeah, that's about what I deserved.
Okay, so I don't know where the other.
Do you want to hit?
Which part of the map is it in?
Shit. Hold on, let me.
Jonas?
I don't know the map as well as you know. Hold on, let me. Sorry. Hang on. Let me get on Reddit, of course.
You monster.
I have to. Hold on, let me look through here. Where is the district? It is in the southwestern corner of the map.
I'm in the southwestern corner of the map.
Alright.
Oh, is that the frickin' ginger dead man? Who's the fucking ginger dead? The ginger dead man! Have you not ever heard of the ginger dead man?
Let's see where you are. Hold on. Rick, have you been to the Shadow Forest?
Yes.
It's close to there.
Close to there.
Close to there. Not like immediate proximity, but in that vicinity. You're in the vicinity. I'm not saying the soul is there. I'm saying it's near there. It's on one of the neighboring regions.
Oh, GC might be running very late, he says.
Oh no, he's on Canadian time.
Oh no!
They live in the future.
What if they live in the past?
No, he's on it's like what, 2 hours ahead of even you.
Yeah, it's at least 2 hours ahead. Wait, even me. That's right, because you're 2 hours behind me.
Yep.
Maybe you're the one who's lived in the past, Jonas. You ever think about that?
Okay, that's rude. That's rude.
Yeah, well, you know what else is
Okay,
rude?
why is the black
Living in
stuff
past.
following me?
Why is the what phone?
The black stuff is following me.
Oh, that's concerning. Or if it's some sort of plot point or something.
The darkness is coming.
I was born in the darkness. You merely adopted it.
See, here's the black stuff again.
That's weird. God, I wonder I wonder if Stella. I wonder if Stella's not. Who the hell's Sheila? I wonder if Stella's not doing so well.
Well, you know, I mean... She's been through a bit.
Yeah.
No, I didn't do it.
She has definitely had a couple of, what do you call them?
Fine.
Afterlife experiences? I don't know.
Head
Near
directly for
death
the
experiences.
What did you say, Rick?
Everywhere. I wonder if this is a glitch or something.
Huh.
I was pretty sure that this was only supposed to be the edge of the world. And I was just saying that it's on everything. So, let me try this.
Oh, I'm thinking maybe GC may not be here until the end of the stream.
Aww.
Hey, see, this time it's not telling me that I'm running into the edge.
Huh.
Weird.
Maybe it's like a glitch or something.
Okay, if the final spirit is somewhere around here.
Do you want the location?
Yes.
Okay. She's in Crow's End Incorporated.
Crow's Inc. Okay. Didn't say that there was a spirit there, but okay.
I mean, that's what Reddit says. And Reddit never lies. Do you have the Mist Cleaner 1000?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
last thing I need to do for Buck's plates. Homemade paper, linen thread, carbon powder. Recipe for homemade paper was sawdust household glue, which I need old shoes for, but I can buy any number of those from the merchant guy. Oh, now I'm getting a exclamation point.
I call dibs on Elena.
You can't stop me! I came here on a mission! I'm gonna throw this cherry bomb down this hole. Why? 'Cause I feel like it. My dad can't stop me. This is the great outdoors. He doesn't own this. Nature always wins. Wow, I just made that. Take that, Dad. I'm my own person. What are you doing here? This place is closed, shut down, abandoned. Nobody comes here. It's like a graveyard. This is my factory, Crow's End Inc. You don't believe I could own a factory? Well, I did. It was the biggest mistake of my life. I had employees. I had deals. I had shipping manifests. Whole 9 yards. I had all the things a company could have. How'd I lose it all, you ask? It wasn't my fault. So damn Theodores. Come in all innocent. Look at us, we're Raccoon Inc. Then when you're not looking, they take your territory. District by district. They steal your employees. They crush your dreams. And they smile at you when they're doing it. Animals! Then your wife leaves you and your kids don't even look you in the eyes. Never. And they never own a factory. Where's he going? Leave me alone with my broken dreams.
Jonas, how could you do this to this man?
It's a weapon. Yeah, there's like a meow voice. Meow, that's right.
Getting the timing on this is really difficult.
Making you work for it.
Okay, this is her.
You look lost, young one. I can show you what you have been missing this whole time. Let me come aboard. My teaching starts now.
I don't think there's anything else over here. Oh, there's some. That thing up there. I get. Come on. Oh, that rare chest. And now I'm stuck.
Shit, really?
Well,
Like, reset the game stack?
Well, nothing's happening when I press anything.
They should have done better QA. Alright, well,
are you pressing all the buttons?
Yes.
Did you turn it off and on again? Did you reset your router?
At least she's still on the boat. So.
Let's.
I overshot it. I could probably jump down from the factory if I knew. If I paid attention to where I was jumping. Yeah, overshot it again. Can I make it from over here? Yes, I can. How is that doing anything? I almost get up there just by doing that. Yeah. Okay. That works. Ceramic figurine, that's the fourth one.
Oh, nice.
Well, how many of them are there?
4.
Oh, wow. Well done.
Bravo!
So I wonder what the
Well,
collector is
well.
going to tell me. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot.
Dot, dot, dot.
Dot.
Dot, dot, dot.
That is taking longer and longer. Okay.
Look into my eyes. This is serious business. She's a dog. Your training with me starts today. I can see it in your eyes. You are feeling overwhelmed with this job. You need guidance, balance, strength, new skills, someone to teach you. That someone is me. From this point, there will be no backsliding. There will be no physical contact either. I need your full devotion and your cooperation. I will steel your resolve and bolster your courage, but only if you do as I say and never question my methods. Now listen up, student. You will be tested. You will be graded. You will cry. And you will succeed. Right, enough of this. Let's see what you are made of. A real challenge awaits. On your feet. Quickly. All right then. Good. You seem to be in top physical shape. Now, the real challenge can start. I've marked a few locations on your map. You need to find these challenges and conquer them. I will be watching you, analyzing your every move. Go now. Yeah, she's a bucket of fun, isn't she?
Oh, well.
Gold Dragon
you
in
can't-
under 6 minutes. Catch over 1/3 of all the deadly pulsar rays. Capture over 1/3 of all severe lightning strikes. I don't know if I can do that with the pulsar ray.
We believe in you, Rick.
The last thing I do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
people
yeah.
online seem to dislike Elena, but
Well, whatever. I'm sure, just like everyone else, she's going to have some sort of pathos that makes you feel somewhat sympathetic towards her before it's over. God.
What, Apollo? We were already outside.
But what about second outside?
That's what he's like, so. Um. Well, we're figuring this out. It says complete the gold dragon, but there isn't a gold dragon. There's a silver dragon, there's an aluminum dragon, and there's a quartz dragon. I haven't seen a gold dragon.
What about the blue eyes white dragon?
That's from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh,
maybe it's a hidden dragon.
maybe it's a crouching tiger.
We're being so unhelpful.
Oh, we were supposed to help?
And bring Asher to the Everdor, I guess.
Oh. Must be Astrid.
Oh, Astrid. That's a good point. I guess I could be Astrid, since you're taking on Elena.
Alrighty.
I'll be the temporary Game Cobra. Your brief replacement Game Cobra.
Oh, now it's you, Stoker.
Ah, we finally arrived. I feel so weak. Can we go now? Okay. Let's do this. I can't hold it any longer.
Yeah. I feel that same way after a really long movie. What is Elena exactly? Is she some kind of woozle?
Well, she's a dog with a sort of a shrub growing out of her.
Yeah, she's a woozle. Oh, by the way, Rick, the alt text on your latest house pet strip, very, very much approved.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
It's very you.
It's very Rick and it's very me. It fits with both of our brands.
I don't think it's wise to live that long, Munchkin. Good thing I've never been that wise. But boy, am I old. And being this old is disappointing. You just end up being ugly on the outside and rotten on the inside. And it hurts so much. Life is suffering. It's hard. The world is cursed. But still, you find reasons to keep on living.
Nice to know you're such an optimist.
I don't regret a thing, you know. I don't regret the struggles. I don't regret the hardships. The pain. The sorrow. And I've seen so much of it. But still, I don't regret what I've done or how I've lived my life. I just wish the world had been a better place. A better place for them, for us. But surely a better place for you, my dear. I feel like a vast vessel with so many dusty rooms and cabins. I have so many of them. So many memories. Some of them are gone, but some of them will live on forever. In you, in others. I remember their faces as they trembled in fear. I remember their houses and the parties they threw. I remember their songs and their love. I remember their touch, their warmth. It's all fading away now, Munchkin. It's fading away. It's all gray, all white, all foggy. Is it all gone already? I don't see much anymore. You're still here with me, aren't you? You're still here, Stella? Don't you forget about me, please. I don't care about anyone else. But you don't forget about me, I'm telling you. I'll come back and haunt you if you do. I can feel it coming. Goodbye, Stella. Just follow your heart and keep smiling.
See you around, Astrid.
So, we've got Elena. Is there anyone else left on the boat?
Buck.
Buck. I don't think we actually, if I've been told correctly, I don't think we ever actually take Buck to the Everdor.
Nope.
He
That's
just kind of hangs around.
He's a D&D nerd.
Yeah.
He has something to live for.
They don't die. They just wait for the next edition.
Yeah, he's just waiting for party.
Hey, hold on a second. Apollo does need outside, apparently.
Oh. So, Stoker.
Nope.
How's about all those feels, huh?
Nope. I gave up my feels for Lent.
Isn't that March?
Listen, I'm getting a head start, okay? So, chat, how you doing?
How you feeling with all those feels? All of our friends are dead.
I will tell Rick that you said that when he gets back. Penis wolf.
Wow, that is
I'm assuming I'm pronouncing that correctly.
It's pronounced penis.
Penis? Okay. But nevertheless, I will convey that message when Rick gets back from emptying his dog. Listen, his dog is full. His dog needs to be emptied.
You make it sound like there's just like this, like he just flips open a little valve and just turns him over. You know.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's how it works.
I understand so much now. Okay, reminds me of a bit of Lost.
Does it now?
Well, I mean, just not in the details, of course, but in the kind of some of the broad themes.
You're a broad theme.
Face is a broad theme.
That's right. And don't you forget it!
What are we going to play next? That is a very good question. I've been sort of wanting to do Deltarune. Apparently there's a character... Go ahead.
What'd you say about Deltarune? I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I said apparently there's a character that Stoker thinks I would be good at.
Well, I was talking about it with Rick because it's inevitable that we're going to do Deltarune at some point, and I thought it might be helpful if we figure out who plays whomst before we actually begin doing Deltarune. So I was like, I figure Game Cobra will do Ralsei because he has that voice for sweet and nice characters, and Ralsei is like the biggest cinnamon roll. I figured Rick would be Susie, which he confirmed because Susie is a jerk who's fun to voice. She's kind of like a Susindure.
Okay.
Now she may be a bit more yonder. Whatever. I don't know the difference.
Tsundere?
Yeah, your face is Sundari. But you, I figured, would do well with a character named Lancer. And I have several characters that I want to voice. I'll probably be mostly additional voices, but the main two characters I want to voice, yes, the chat called one of them Jevil, I very much want to voice the Jevil. And I insist, absolutely insist, I must voice Rules Card. I must voice Rules Card or I will walk. This is non-negotiable. It's in my contract.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Welcome back. We were talking about the characters we were going to voice when we do Deltarune. The chat has nominated me for Jevil, which I was also going to request.
I'm kind of excited.
And
now.
we have already discussed Rules Card, so...
Sounds like it's going to be a dramatic
So,
experience.
okay, there's Astrid here as a ghost.
Oh, no!
Oh, no. Does that mean they're all here as ghosts?
Oh my god, they're all there!
There's Giovanni, whose name briefly escaped me for some reason.
God, they're all there! They're forced. That means you're about to go up against Palpatine.
Yes. Oh, where's Bruce and Mikey? Are they in their place? Ain't nobody in here but us chickens.
Can't believe you literally said
Let's
that.
do
It's
them
true.
in here.
Oh, that's weird.
They're gonna be around somewhere. I still said you're going to see all.
They didn't mention in the walkthrough that there would be ghosts.
Oh, it's you, Jonas.
Should I go to the kitchen myself? Feed me.
Good heavens.
Wow, you can make stir strong. That's funny. This is good. That is healthy. He likes healthy things.
Yeah.
I used to be a teacher. I still am. Back then, I had a classroom in the kind of school that made sure each student passed. The kind of school that teaches that money can buy everything. And every September, it was full of students ready to learn. Each year, however, they failed to impress me. Chatting amongst themselves, passing glances around, closing their ears and their minds to my lessons. Immature little shits. All of them.
Nordweiler was for Bucks. Dingy.
Stokes, you said that it was likely that Astrid and the others lived through Astrid and Giovanni lived through World War II, right?
Well, it's a little bit more than likely, based on the context clues they give you. They definitely did, because Giovanni apparently was in the war. Like he was fighting with the Allies, and Astrid and her family very clearly hid Jews in their house from the Nazis. So, yeah, this is 100%. That's the only way I see that being interpreted based on the context clues they drop.
Wow, so they must have been really old when they died.
Mm-hmm. Well, you heard what Astrid was saying about how it sucked to be alive, to live that long.
Yeah.
Say la vie. Go on, say it.
Sorry.
No. The joke is you just go la vie.
Oh, say Levy.
Because it's say la vie, and then it's too late, Jonas. You ruined the moment. How could you? You monster.
I didn't know what the
monster.
moment was.
First, anyway.
Well, the moment's passed now, Jonas. The moment's passed.
What was that?
That was me.
Okay.
You know the sounds I make.
Stoker.
Oh, fuck.
Sorry.
Sometimes grand events happen in the simplest of places. The air is damp with mead fumes. The atmosphere is tense, and the onlookers gaze at your appearance. The naked mulberryan is a shabby parlor indeed. Its inconspicuousness is its best quality. A lot of people lost eyes here. You can smell the bloodshed in the air. The perfect rendezvous for the Silver Company. And indeed, our reunited Avengers each came forth with a piece of an intricate scenario. Wordrick the Bard, in his research, found an ancient tome in the Elder Archives of the Great Library of Wallabul. In it, words of a very wise and ancient being, an oracle, had been mentioned by the sages of Wa-Eron. Elperin, the noble ranger, met with the witches' conclave of Samdara. The witches talked about the leaves of an elder tree, and through their forbidden ritual of Almazar, awakened the tree from its ageless slumber. And finally, Emdaril, riding his white steed, Emdaril did nothing but argue on the internet about the merits of the Poison Cloud spell cast at level 2. Good job, Jerome, once again. Commander, the Silver Company might have unearthed where our next step will be. Roll a knowledge skill. 18. Success!
I keep rolling particularly high.
You do? Guess you're a high roller.
You can't shake the idea that the Oracle is indeed hidden in Furugawa. This can be the only possible solution. Determined, you believe it's time to set sail towards Furugawa! To the Oracle!
Filled with determination.
Oh, great. There's another one of those stupid puzzles. Commander, you have my bow. I will follow you to the Black Mountains of Furugawa. I'll help you there find the Oracle. Wow, that's so great, dude. Oops, sorry again. Hi, Wordrick. Well, your prowess, Commander. I can't wait to see the Oracle in person. I don't think there was anything else here. I mean, we got the... Pion said this is secretly part of the Undertale universe.
Everything is secretly part of the Undertale universe. Even us.
I'm sure someone's written that story. Buck.
Oh, it's me again? Okay.
The Oracle is a being of immense wisdom. Only the Chosen One will be deemed worthy. You will have to face the Oracle alone. He is as old as time, watching all of us mortals. You can find him in Furugawa. Find the Oracle. Have I made this clear? I hope I've made this clear.
That's right. You're pie on Undertale now.
Oh boy.
Oh, Game Cobra!
I'm very sorry about that.
It's okay. It's not your fault.
Sorry, GC, you just missed Astrid.
I know. I saw.
Aww.
Oh well.
It was very emotional.
Oh well.
Yeah. You know, one of the two toughest ones for me were Stanley, because he was terrified, and the hedgehog, because she didn't know what the hell was going on.
Oh, I can watch it later.
Alice.
But still, I would have loved to voice this, but oh well. Oh.
So does that mean, I guess, yeah, it was the last one at this point. Because Buck ain't going through.
That's right.
You know, they're
Because Buck doesn't give a darn.
yeah.
Oh, I see. We got someone new. Alina.
Elena.
Mood perk gives you harsh feedback.
I have one memory I particularly cherish. It was one day after a particularly rowdy gym class. They came back to my room, fuming with hormones and desperation. One of my first years on the job. Shaping the minds of the youth, they told me. Anyway, I couldn't control any of them. They wouldn't keep still for a second. I wasn't shaping anything that day. I snapped. I started screaming. It was the only thing these monsters could understand.
She does sound like several of my teachers.
Yeah. I told them truths that only revealed themselves later in their lives. When you lose a parent, when you lose your best friend, when you lose your job, when you start to really crumble from the inside. After an episode like that, I should have learned a lesson. I didn't. I vowed to focus on talent and excellence. I vowed to never let go again and steal my resolve. Yeah, she's a bucket of fun.
Isn't she, though? Isn't she?
Well, at least I didn't miss the ending. Oh, I'm here for Susan. What do you want? Go on with it already.
Go on with you.
Go on with your bad self.
Well, well. You are back with your creepy looks. Looking dolls. These things are most definitely haunting, you know that, right? You even look cursed. I can see it in your eyes. Those eyes have seen things. Out of this world things. Deep in the abyss things. You should really kick this habit of collecting such strange objects. It would clear your head. It would even give me some peace of mind. Take this. Just get out of my sight. Oh, great. While you were slanging fish left and right, I was doing something important. No, I'm not telling you. That would break my sacred oath as the collector. Oh, no. I am duty-bound to take that secret to the great beyond. Leave my island. I've got more important things to do.
Jeez. No matter how many times I encounter this character, it always feels like it surprises me just how rude they are.
You're halfway to smelting my mind into mush with all these ingots. Take this and go. I can't think with you in front of me. More ingots. Where are we at now? You're right, it doesn't matter. It's all pointless with you. Here's something. Consider a token of my faith in you. It's not much. Look at you. You're still making dishes. Good for you. You should never give up, even when people say you are bad at it. And believe me, people are talking about you are bad cooking. Bye.
God.
Rude.
More dishes. That's incredible. New Spiritfarers never cease to amaze me. Always relying on that Everlight. What a life you must have.
Twilight outfit.
Oh no, not Twilight. Oh, that was refreshing.
So you're able to escape from your little game?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. Counter-Strike. Oh boy. I don't play
Jonas.
Counter-Strike.
Jonas.
Oh, sorry. You have not prepared lodging for me. Write this quickly. Something sparse. No frills. And I need it post-haste. Go now.
On the floor it is.
Lena's not there to make friends. She's there to teach you.
I'm come here to make friends.
I'm forgetting where I put the mill.
Mo.
Moo?
Mo.
Moo.
Oh,
Moo.
oh.
Cool. I'm glad we have this dog.
I know, it was deep.
Jonas.
Moo.
Very good.
Happy man.
There's nothing like a green salad. That's all you need.
Even though she's eating a hoagie, clearly.
It's a salad hoagie.
Yeah, she can eat in Subways. Come on.
Oh, a salad hoagie. That's exactly what Jared from Subway always ate. Talk to the Oracle Tree in Furugawa. Build Elena's cubicle. Pine, linen, steel. What?
I never really felt useful teaching the gifted ones. Nor did I take pleasure in breaking the spirits of the weak ones, seeing them just struggle, not knowing why these challenges were forced upon them. They did this to themselves. They had to be there in class. They had one task: to listen. They were barely able to do that, and I loved every second of it, because through hardship they would learn how to survive, learn how to be better, learn how to stop being burdened and become leaders. Kind of, she's a bit objectivist.
She's one of those type that says everybody that comes into my class will be president of the United States.
Buck was saying something. What did you want, Buck?
I'm here.
Here's food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just wants food.
Food. There. Stoker.
Oh, he does have something to say. Okay.
This can't be! By the moons of Dor-Ulan! This is the red disk of unfathomable bliss! Commander, I have no words. May your endeavors be forever blessed by the gentle touch of the radiant Fae. May your fortitude be as eternally strong as Roghar the Brave. This is delicious. Man, I love pizza so much.
Yeah, big mood, Buck. Big mood.
Commander, well, never mind. I have some snacks, Stella. Do you want some?
He has snacks, but he's still asking me for food.
Well, yeah, that tracks.
Harvest mushrooms gives you snacks. Harvest XP potion.
Oh yeah, right. The XP potion.
Version 7.
Burnt food. Dear Feedorama customer, here's your package. Feedorama employee number 2322. A very sublime figurine, a very delicate figurine, a very grand figurine, a very quaint figurine. Furugawa. Which one's Furugawa? That's Toriyama. Rinyu Fields. Ueshima. Steel.
Buck won't go through the other door. We're just gonna have to eat him.
It's what he would have wanted. He says he's right there. He's like,
I explicitly do not want this!
This is an exploit. I don't want this.
This is rules lawyering!
Hind ones are really hard to get straight.
So, out of all the mini games in this, what's your favorite and what's your least favorite?
I don't know if you can have a favorite of them.
I'm just curious.
They're not particularly interesting on their own.
No, okay, all right, that's fair.
I guess that is true. That the teacher manifested as a bitch.
I wasn't going to say it, but...
Reminds me of the ending to Silent Hill, the UFO ending. That was good.
When I was in high school, I had a math teacher named Mr. Davies. He would, when we were taking tests, he would have this really passive-aggressive way of... Oh, sorry.
I am the Oracle. I see visions of deception and hardship ahead. I see loss, sorrow, and pain. I see hope, love, and joy. You will return to the world with a token of passage, a piece of soul already paid, an item of immense value, an obol. But, Spiritfarer, this is not what you came here for. You came here seeking answers. You'll find these answers in those simple numbers. -185, -111. Those symbols will show you the way. Receptacle of light awaits.
Those coordinates?
Wow, I feel amazing. Warning, sacred dog feels so brazen. The Oracle always speaks the truth. So what do you mean exactly? I'm so happy that my brother made it. Hey, idiot. I won't forget this torture you're putting me through.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Stoker.
I thought I heard my voice.
Commander! This day will be forever inscribed in archives of yore. Forever sung by the balladeers of the Seven Corners. The Oracle has awakened.
Masaka is
He talked to you. His puzzle might be cryptic, but you will no doubt find the solution. Of this, I'm sure. Roll! Oh, well. Nah, I think you can figure this one out on your own. Good luck!
Rolling, oh well.
Yeah. Roll a D0.
Close calls.
They sell linen here. I didn't even check. How do I know when this recharges? It's annoying that it doesn't let me know.
You just feel it in your heart.
Actually, I don't think that would be enough. I need to grow a lot of linen.
Don't we all? Every single time that giggle, I swear.
Yeah, that is a good giggle.
Stoker, you were telling me that you knew the person who worked on this?
Yeah, I do know one of the people who worked on this in the animation from years ago, though we have unfortunately lost touch. I would love to get back in touch with him, but these days he's so busy I'm not sure how.
Yeah. It's great, though, that he's working on projects like this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Like he's done a lot of stuff since last we talked. He's done this, he's done the Castle, he's worked on the Castlevania series, he's done several Game Grumps animateds, and even some music videos. Like he's done some cool stuff.
At the Castlevania, isn't he?
Yeah, that one.
Lots of animators worked on that. It's
I need to whenever I get back in touch with him, I need to be like, hey, so how's it feel to just be drawing me?
I don't really know why I'm doing this. I don't think I need any of this.
You're just like me, Rick. I'm always making materials just in case.
I'm milking the cow, but Buck is lactose intolerant, so he can't eat any of that. And
of course he is.
You're just doing it for the moves.
Maybe it's for Elena.
Maybe you're just doing it for yourself. Perhaps the real milk.
Wait, yes?
I have honey. I don't know if it goes with
anything.
anything that doesn't otherwise just go with sugar.
Does Stella eat anything herself?
That's a good question, actually. Have we actually seen Stella eat anything? I don't remember.
Stella hasn't eaten anything.
Oh no. She could starve to death. Oh wait.
Pretty sure the Everlight takes care of that, or whatever.
Probably.
That makes me think of that Kingdom Chum.
So long to drag across. Isn't it?
Stella feeds on hugs.
Sniffy up.
She's a
Who
hug.
hugs the huggers?
Need XP potion, but I haven't gotten those yet.
You need to find a potion seller.
Potion seller.
Have him make him your finest potions.
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Yeah. I gotta say, that grew a lot faster than I realized. I thought, where's my milk still for all that? Oh, you think they're cute, huh? Like I said, one of the things I liked about that song, that it's called the Song of Growth. They just keep adding extra instrument every time she does a verse. And oh, sorry,
Jonas.
Oh, it wasn't a cakewalk for the gifted ones either. They had their own challenges. They were just open to the test. They were rewarded handsomely for their dedication. The weak ones, as much as the gifted ones, had a monster to tame. That monster was me. I am the enemy they would remember. I am the dragon they would have to slay. With hard work and complete dedication. Or they could whine and quit and be out of my sight forever.
Huh. I really do want to know what it means on her. Complete the gold dragon in under 6 minutes. Because does it mean the aluminum dragon? Or the quartz dragon? That's gold. It's gold colored.
not sure.
This one's green, and the silver dragon is red. So each of you, nope, the gold dragon. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh. Alex is off. Ooh, is this ominous?
That's a very red lightning storm right there. Eleanor's cubicle doesn't leave much to the imagination. Just shove her right up here.
Well then.
Need to be able to access it, so.
And she's like, "What is this? I'm just putting you up closer to the heavens because you're such a good teacher. Oh, thank you."
Jonas.
Oh, sorry. This will do. This will do nicely. But let me warn you. I need the bare minimum. Please do not add anything in these quarters. Not a single ornament.
What does it look like inside? Hidden shrine discovered.
Also, she just strike a pose.
Yeah. Okay. Bookshelf. Just a bed that is a slab of wood and window. Single light bulb uncovered. Yeah.
She has studying to do. Distractions are not welcome.
Doesn't even want a desk or anything. Okay.
No, just books, Rick.
That reminds me. And let it go. Oh. Change Daffodil's color. There, Daffodil's now red.
What the?
Stoker.
The Oracle's words were true. Commander, these dark woods conceal a shrine of immense power. Old ancient shrines have a will of their own. Imbued with the divine power of Haltaran the Wise, they can only reveal themselves to a true heir of Ramalda.
The shrine is covered in holy scriptures.
Only you, the Chosen One, can resonate with its magic. Only you, the Star Child, can wield the glaive of divine justice. Go, Commander. Cast your heavenly magic and whisper the secret words. May your actions enlighten our path.
Advantage on your skill check.
Incredible.
You know, we should all do that at the same time, just to imitate all their voices. It was fun.
Light burst.
Ooh.
Okay. Not sure what that would do, but okay.
We're about to find out. Oh, please say something like a Hadouken. Ooh.
Press ZR to release Everlight energy in all directions. Okay. What does it do?
That's it.
Stoker.
Blessed be the 11 stars! You definitely are the Chosen One. The Light Bearer. The Sun Bringer. She who shall enlighten our souls and liberate our consciousness drenched in shadow. That power bestowed upon you by the very fabric of this world will be our weapon. A weapon whose power will rival the thrice-forged glaive of Elfidor, the first of the Dalars. The Dalars? Alas, this party must split up now. The Silver Company has played its role fully, and it is time for its members to ride back to their homesteads. Also, these guys are past their curfews and need to go home. Let's trek back to the galleon, where I shall describe our next task in great lore-dumping details. Also, I need to look again at my notes.
I'm Jerome, and my latest character is Imdaril. We told you about the changes they made to mounted combat in the latest compendium. We really need to talk about it. It's me, Wonderick Bard. I sing songs, cast spells, and smoke the pipe. Mostly I smoke the pipe. I'm Elfrin the Ranger. As the leader of the Silver Company, I'm honored to meet you.
Amazing.
Was there supposed to be a gnome in the group?
That is unknown.
No.
That was an evil cackle, sir.
You know what? I'm known for those. Oh, good. I got a boo for that in the chat.
Hop.
And we're back
talk
again.
to him. Yeah. Stoker.
Commander, I must sadly bequeath you with a grim knowledge. I need to shed an anguished light on your essential mission. We cannot defeat the primeval evil powers of the Lich God Gornemloth by ourselves. We must rally to our cause the free people of the 3 continents. You shall light the fires of Tondor. We will trek through the treacherous waters of the Great Sea and illuminate the sky, sending our heroic message.
Boy, his mouth gets big when he does that.
The fires of Tondor might be known to you already.
Is this a light bulb thing, finally?
Cradle of Light itself, the Tower of Radiance where you met me, your humble narrator. Then the most conspicuous fire of Tondor is nested at the heart of the Gallery of Sins.
Oh, DeviantArt?
Finally! The last fire of Tondor is hidden atop the eternal ice fire, concealing its pure white light.
I'm sorry about that crack about DeviantArt. It's clearly for affinity.
What? Commander, you have to know that our roads will be all but safe. I must warn you of the great danger posed by the orcs of the Shadowsteel clan.
Oh, not those guys.
Their master, the war chief Umgrathog One-Eye, is Gornemloth's vassal.
Well, I mean, everybody knows that.
Surely the orcs will maneuver to ambush us at the faintest of opportunities. In fact... Quick! Roll initiative! 1! Fumble! You are completely taken by surprise. The orcs jump from the shadows and bellow ugly roars. Like roar, and pounces you. The Shadowsteel clan will devour your innards, shouts Gomgata, the orc chieftain. Ready yourself!
You've been talking for a while. It's in best arc.
And Commander, some of these foes will be protected by Gornemloth's nefarious magic. Only your light burst ability can shatter their protection. May the fight begin!
The fires of Tondor. So he's going to give us, I bet, the best minigame of them all. Oh, jeez. They're actually... Wow. I think it's supposed to use your light burst.
This is so very silly.
So basically, they put billboards up for basically cardboard monsters all over the ship. Neat.
You know, as you do.
I used which thank you very much. Oh, and shoelace whips. You gotta have shoelace whips.
They're actually kind of hard to see in this light.
Is that it?
Fantastic! Crawling through the debris, wounded and vanquished, Gamgata extirpates himself from the field.
Wow, right there in public?
I will be back, stronger and crueler. In a shriek, the routed orc vanishes from the remnants. This was astounding, Commander. Your fighting aptitude is exceptional. But there is not a minute to waste. Cowering deep in their caves, the orcs of the Shadow Steel clan are regrouping and planning their revenge. Quick! To the fires of Tondor!
Man, this dude gets into his LARPing.
Quick to the fires of Tondor in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. Oh, I also hope I didn't delay you guys. Oh, man.
So mad, GC. So mad.
Oh, man.
Can't believe you held up everything.
No.
I can never
Severe
forgive you.
thunderstorm.
I'll set myself
So
down.
is that the place that I need to go for the test? That's a gold dragon. That's different.
There we go.
And then deadly pulsar rays. Okay. What does it say I could improve on the teacher's place if it... How about Jor to help diffuse the light? Picture frames, scenes from nature, plant, some greenery.
You're actually pretty expensive, and she doesn't want any.
Those are all very easy to make.
Easy to make, but they take up 2,000, 3,000 gems, points. So what's up next? We're
Student,
student.
another challenge. This is an easy one. A little bit of rain and thunder. I won't say this often. Your survival probability is rather high. Just don't let your guard down. You won't end up like Bill Chicken. Remember, use your dash ability in there. You'll need to move really fast. Heads up, thunder is here.
How's a cat red? Daffodil is red. Oh, lightning in a bottle.
Jonas.
Oh, not bad. I wouldn't put it on a leaderboard or you on a podium, but you've got some talent. This should be a good reward for you. I don't have anything else. Scrap.
3469. Roll 3469.
Yeah, basically. Easy to remember.
Where is that anyway?
Like how she walks at a still forward with her feet. She barely moves anything.
Somewhere right here. I need to go to the bus stop. Yeah, white paper. Which I need old shoes for to make glue. I think there might be some other way to make glue, but I don't know.
Woohoo! The fire's a condor. Yeah, she moves fast now.
Brony Van, when Rick first got the dash ability, I could think of SpongeBob saying pelvic thrust. Woo!
Nice.
Stoker.
Lieutenant Commander! The first fire has been lit, and you can hear the hopeful chants of the free people from afar. Your worth is grander than the mightiest arm of Rock-Thador the Paladin. The moonbirds of Laeran will soon sing your praises in the languages of Ramalda. But, Commander, there's more bullshit for you to do. As bright our moments of joy can shine, you have to remain vigilant. Gamgata and his lackeys will probably be alerted by the sight of this glorious fire, and, lurking in the branches, roll initiative! 15! Great! Amidst the squalor of the exotic foliage, you can clearly decipher a group of orcs and goblins progressing towards your encampment. Getting closer, springing from their retreat, they jump on you. Fight! Fight for my amusement!
That's pretty much what she's doing, isn't she? Well, she's got her decorated ship with orcs and all this stuff. I mean, how does she let them get away with that? Don't worry, Scout. We'll pay you for all this.
Well, then,
They are actually paying her. Wow. I just realized that.
Okay, if they're regular, I can just touch them, but if they have, like, the black stuff, I need to use the light.
Yeah. That's how she works. Quick, Amadar, turn out the music! Bring out the flutes and hearts! Ah. I like how it ends there, too. You were close, Stoker. Very close.
Victory! The dust from what was an epic battle barely settles. Layers upon layers of evil carcasses litter the ground of the battlefield. You are exhausted, but once again victorious! Make a perception check. 14! Success! As you observe your defeated enemies, you can only wonder where Gamgata lies. He is nowhere to be seen! His pathetic retreat doesn't surprise you. He is a follower of Gornemloth, after all, and his cowardice is notable. Quick, let's ride, post-haste! The next fire awaits! Onward!
That's a special little muffin, isn't he?
he's a special little muffin. He's adorable, though.
actually need to make anything? What do I need for upgrades? Diamond, rose gold sheet, XP potion, 6 of 25. Find treasure sunk at sea, 3469. I need to talk to this guy. Well, well, well. Who'd you end up picking? That's wonderful! Ingrid is a born star, even if she tries to hide it. Those eyes! That face! She's perfect for this role. You pulled it off. You're a superb last-minute casting director. My regular should go on her honeymoon more often. Well, it is her 3rd in 6 years. This town, things move fast. But back to our movie. Still can't find his director or his screenwriter. Everyone is booked up. Everyone is scared of what this picture will mean to the industry. We just have to keep the spirit alive a little longer. I'll give you a call if we ever get this project out of development hell. In the meantime, you know what they say about actors? They are cattle. Someone I know said that. You'll be my first call, madam. Don't forget, you've got the face of a star. A star, I tell you.
Yeah.
You got the hat of one, too. And the name. So, I have been told... I don't know if you've done this yet, Rick. You can cook glue.
Yes.
Have you fed that to anyone?
I have
Because
not.
apparently you can try to feed glue to the characters.
Big Lou, the teacher.
You know what? It's probably not the first time.
You guys are evil.
Did I lose connection?
Did you?
I think. No, I just heard you talking, so.
Are you there? Do you live?
Can you hear us? That's the
So
question. I think you can't hear us.
Damn. Does that mean we don't exist?
We're on the other side of the plane. Is this reality?
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
Reality.
We lost Stoker. Stoker's dead. Oh, his internet went out.
Ooh.
I'm feeling like there's something else here that I never found.
Yeah?
But I don't know how to get it. All the doors are locked.
Let's blow some shit up. Superb! All of this, the second fire of 10 doors lit. Clamors of exultation spread, I'm thinking British, just throughout the vast expanses of the kingdom. The chosen one has arrived. She who bears the light will help us all. Glory to the commander. Glory to Hadlar. Your heart lifted by such grandiose acclamation, and your soul radiates with serenity. But your mind remains watchful and perceptive. You know that, stirred by an upheaval that marks the near demise, the orcs of the Shadow Steel clan must be closing on your position. And, lo and behold, roll initiative! 20! Critical! Without a moment of hesitation, you jump into the fray. Taken by surprise the approaching phalanx of orc fighters, you ready yourself and mow through them, to mow through them with deftness and style. Fight!
Fight for your critical arts.
Ah.
This is what critical hits are like. And then Stella does the dash, she should say Bible thump.
Stokey says he'll be back if I'm able, but if not, he will not be back.
Quick, let's end the game while he's gone. Back.
He's waiting for his broadband to return.
Ah. Funny enough, speaking of broadband, I thought the storm was going to be rough, but it turned out it was just a bunch of high winds.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Wasn't that big a deal.
Oh yeah, it was a bunch of rain.
Well, you're lucky out.
Yeah. No, like you say, there's not barely any storms that come down here. So. But I was actually hyped.
What a fight!
Suggested we talk behind Stoker's back while he's gone.
They didn't stand a chance. What remains of their shattered dark armors is probably blown away by the swift northern wind. Commander, you are victorious once again. And this time, Gordon couldn't oppose your strength and was heroically slain. The orcs of the Shadow Steel Clan shall henceforth dread your might, Commander. Today, they'll have to prove to even attempt to find you. So let's not dawdle a second more. Your goal is within your grasp, Commander. Let's set sail again. On to the ultimate fire of Tondor. So nerdy.
He even got the foghorn acorn kind of effect. In fact, that's the kind of voice I'm thinking of when he talks Foghorn Hanghorn.
The fire of Tondor is lit, son.
It's lit, son. It is indeed lit. Now I say, you gotta go and light those lanterns like they're fading, boy. Like they got they're fading, boy. I tell you, Twitch streamers, I think she's a little short on the buckaroos here.
Nice girl, but she's a few balls short of a drachma.
Aha. There you go.
Fucking that would be a whole different kind of character.
That's good. I fear she's a few little spirits of fear. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, Stella. Good morning, Susan.
No, I need to go to Francis.
The Spiritfarer with a job I don't remember what's that short. What's it here? Oh yeah, that's right. What if Spiritfarer was like Ralph and Sam? It'd be basically the punch in L clock would be Stella and Susan. Good morning, Stella. Good morning, yeah. Good morning, Stella. Good morning, Susan.
A favor? How odd it must be for you. Nobody must ask you favors on that giant boat of yours. Really. Listen! As a wandering merchant, I'm always looking for the next customer. I can't really do the simple things in life. I always need to be ready. Now, I have an important errand for you. I need you to get my groceries. I know, I can't live off fish and seagulls for eternity. But have a look. My grocery list might seem strange to you. I assure you, It's very common where I'm from. Saturday night shopping list. Electrum sheet.
Diamond,
There's
electrum
a
sheet.
treasure map.
Eric. He eats diamonds?
Still haven't planted that pear tree. Why didn't I do that? Anyway, I need to buy from him.
Oh, shoot.
Yes.
This pear. So delicious.
Oh, right. It is after midnight where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay, I can stop. Anyway.
today just flew by. Oh,
It was rather good.
hello, Al.
We had to say goodbye to a few friends, got to meet a few new ones, and we all learned something very
I say goodbye to a few friends, including Stoker, who is dead now.
Oh, yeah. Rest in peace.
Stoker has gone through the Everdor. R.I.P. Okay.
What are you going to do with the spirit flower now?
I'm trying to think of a good answer to that, but I don't have any. Anyway. Well, we will see you next time, folks. Thank you for joining in, and take care. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
Have a good night, everybody.